Yeah.
Yeah, we'll start with Dave Woods. Actually, we'll start with Dave Woods from Bruin Report.
Hey, Luke, how you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you?
Pretty good. So what were your goals this offseason in terms of improving just kind of everything in your game?
Yeah, I would say thank you for the question. I would say that my goals for the offseason was just to work on consistency and just as any punter would. And I just focused on trying to be as consistent as possible, working on technique and trying to fine tune everything. And I feel like that's been going pretty well. So I'm going to continue working on that and be ready for the season.
When you talk about fine tuning your technique, I'm sure a lot of that is like just the technical aspects of striking the ball. But how much of that is improving the quickness of the actions so that it's getting off even quicker?
Yeah, so I mean, repetition will cause everything to be faster, and then training in the weight room and having your fast twitch muscles kind of like engage more. That'll help as well. So just kind of working out and tuning your technique as well as getting stronger at the same time. It just kind of goes along with each other, and that was something that I was really trying to focus on during the off season, was trying to get a little bit faster, a little bit stronger leg, as well as just repetition on working technique, just practicing drops and doing kind of the monotonous, boring things that you have to do to just, get better and better.
Awesome. Thanks, Luke.
Thank you.
Let's go to Haley Sawyer from SoCal News Group.
Hi there. Just what's something that you took from last season's experience, whether it was just the playing time or dealing with COVID, that you're really trying to remember this season?
I guess I would say that just how much of a blessing it is to be able to play the sport in the first place. Last year, we had our season canceled at one point, and when we were able to play half a season, it was pretty awesome. It was pretty big. It was a pretty big deal for us, and it was a huge blessing for us to be able to do that. So now that we're able to play a full season, it's just, a reminder of how much of a blessing it is that we get to play the sport. And I just kind of keep going back on that every day.
And then obviously there was some rain today. So what do you do personally as a player when conditions get a little bit wet?
You kind of just have to focus in a little bit more on, for me at least, just catching the ball and making sure that everything's smooth. I try to keep my hands dry, but besides that, just try to go out and bomb the ball like always. Same thing applies for it. But I mean, that's pretty much all you have to do, is just make sure you focus on catching the ball better, molding it, and should turn out pretty well.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Let's go to Sam Connon from SI.
Hey, Luke, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well. So I guess you would know better than most people, but how are the returners doing, whether it's Kyle Phillips, Cam Brown, Kaz, just anyone out there returning kicks for that you're sending off?
Thanks for the question. I mean, they're all studs. I mean, each and every one of them are, awesome athletes. So they're all doing pretty amazing in my opinion. So I think all of them are just, great athletes. So that's all I can really say. They're pretty great.
And then you're also kicking field goals out there, just trying to stay ready as like a dual threat backup kicker. What's that situation looking like for you when it comes to the depth chart and then just staying ready for whatever?
Yeah, we're all kind of in a rotation right now, and just trying to keep our legs all, going good. I'm focusing on punting though, mainly trying to get ready for the season. But you gotta practice everything just in case something happens and you have to get called up. But for the most part, just got to keep everything loose and just the repetition and just having that ability to be able to go out if you need to.
All right, thanks, Luke.
Thank you.
Let's go to Rick Kimbrell from Bruin Blitz.
Howdy, Luke.
How you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you. You were during the spring. I noticed that you were able to drop the ball inside the 5 quite a bit in practice. Is there a technique to that specific thing? I mean, it was like you had back English on it or something.
I appreciate that. Thank you. I don't know. I guess that just comes with, getting stronger and practicing just drops more and getting more comfortable with everything. I think that's kind of what it is. It's just you get more comfortable as you get older and the more you do it. So eventually, hopefully inside the 5, it comes inside the 2 and so on. Just
Well,
trying
it
to
seemed
take
like the
away-
ball was bouncing and would bounce back instead of
Yeah.
going into the end zone. I've never seen anything like that. Also, you're doing both some place kicking too. What's the biggest difference between the two?
Between punting and kicking.
Yes.
It's just a completely different kind of mentality, in my opinion, the way I have to think about it. With field goal kicking, my biggest thing is just focusing on my steps going up towards the ball, and just focusing on just locking the ankle. That's kind of all I think about. But with punting, it's mainly like 80% of a punt is the drop. If the drop's not good, chances are the punt's not going to be very good. So when you're punting, generally speaking, you got to focus on the drop a lot more. At least me personally, that's what helps me. So that's kind of what I focus on.
Thanks a lot, man. Best of luck to you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
All right, any final questions here for Luke? Great, we'll wrap it up there. Thanks for your time, Luke.
Thank you.
And we'll have Nicholas Barr-Mira coming up next.
Hi, everybody.
We'll open up to questions for Nicholas Barr-Mira. We'll start with Dave Woods.
Hey, Nicholas, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing well. What were your goals this offseason, just as a kicker? What were you trying to improve?
As a kicker, just trying to be more consistent, fine tune my technique, get faster and stronger, get more confident, become a leader on the team, just kind of grow with this team. And yeah, just build my confidence.
I know as kickers, just throughout their time, they tend to get stronger and they're more accurate with deeper kicks going forward. This season, heading into the year, where are you feeling confident? What's your range where you're feeling very confident heading into the season?
That's really like a game by game type of thing, I would say. Depends on the conditions of the day, your practice in the week, all those types of things. So it's really a week by week, game by game situation. But 50 plus, I feel confident. At the end of the day, whoever coach sends me out there to go make a kick, I'm going to do my best to make a kick.
Awesome. Thanks, Nicholas.
Thank you.
Let's go to Sam Connon.
Hey, Nicholas, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Doing well. So you're talking about how the conditions impact what your distance is, your max, your range. What is it like kicking, and maybe not pouring rain, but just kind of wet, cloudy conditions like today?
Today it doesn't change too much. It wasn't too windy. The rain can affect snapping the hold a little bit. You got to catch the ball. Balls are wet. But as far as kicking goes, it really doesn't change your mechanics or the fight of the ball. So today wasn't too bad. It was like a normal day.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
Haley, go ahead.
Hi there. So it's a pretty young group of you guys. So just how would you kind of explain the relationship you guys have, being similar grade and kind of coming up together, or grade class level, I should say?
Right. We're all super close. Me, Luke, RJ. Also, shout out to our snappers, Jack Lander, number 51, Bo Gardner, number 60. Those guys work super hard. They get no credit. So shout out to those guys. Jack Lander, he's one of the best in the country. Bo, he's working his butt off. So shout out to them. They do a lot and get no credit. So remember those names. But yeah, we're all super close. We spend all day with each other, friends off the field, friends on the field. So it's a very tight-knit group, and it's a very special relationship and bond that we all have with each other.
Nice. What's been your max this camp?
My max in terms of
Well, field goal distance.
like I said earlier, it's kind of 50 plus is where I feel comfortable. I don't know exactly the distance that we've had as a team, but that's where I feel comfortable from.
Awesome. Thanks.
Thank you.
Other questions for Nick? Okay, we'll wrap it up there. Thanks for your time, Nick.
Thank you, guys.